Today we're going to try to answer a question from one of our friends in Denmark who's written to us and said that when she tries to stretch her horse, she goes on a loose rein and the horse, in her particular case, the horse stops moving and seems to fall apart. So what we're going to try to answer there is the correct contact. The correct contact in the stretch is contact, the weight of the rein. It is not a loose rein. One of the biggest misconceptions about the stretch. The horse is just as much on the bridle in the stretch, or should be, as it is when it's up in the working trot, as we see Karen doing here. Now she's going to stretch the horse correctly first, and we're going to watch the horse stretch down. Watch how she maintains contact with the horse all the way down, about right there, and there's no change of rhythm in the horse. She can even stretch a little bit deeper now. Letting the stretch get a little deeper. The horse stretches out and forward. But notice how she's not lost contact. The weight has stayed the weight of the rein throughout, but there's not a loose rein. Now she's going to bring the horse back up to a working trot. Look how nicely the horse comes back up. It's just the weight of the rein when the horse is correct. That doesn't mean for a moment you might have a little pressure against your hands, but when the horse is correct, it should just be the weight of the rein. That's how the horse knows it's doing the right thing. Now she's going to do an incorrect stretch. She's simply going to let the horse go and let the reins go and watch what happens. Now, watch how the trot immediately fell apart. Could you see that? It became irregular. The horse kind of just poked its nose out. This is the kind of stretch that we see in the horse shows most of the time. Now it became irregular. She can't maintain the contact, so she can't maintain the rhythm of the horse. Now we're going to ask her to bring her back to the working trot again, and we'll show you another correct stretch. So she's going to engage the horse using her legs. And this is another point we're going to talk about in my next blog, is the correct use of the leg, and the third thing the leg does, which is missing from most people's repertoire, that is the leg should be able to ask the horse to engage its back upwards, not just to either go straight forward or to move laterally. It has to mean to lift the back as well. So that's another meaning the horse has to learn about the leg. Now she's going to stretch the horse correctly in the contact, and we'll see how little change there is in the horse as she stretches the horse down. Because she maintains contact, the horse maintains in balance and stays exactly even and rhythmic. Got a little bit loose there at the end there. Get her back into that stretch again. There, in the contact. Nice rhythm, the back end is still coming through. Now bring her back up to the working trot again. There she is, very nice, maintaining rhythm. Back up into the working trot again. There she comes, how smoothly she comes back. Now we're going to do both ways again. So first we're going to do another bad one. So watch what happens when she just lets go of the reins. So we'll ask Karen to go into a bad stretch, which means she's just going to let go of the reins. The way we see at so many horse shows of just letting go. See how the horse falls apart and does fall on the forehand. All of a sudden she even hollows her back there for a moment. Trot becomes a little irregular. And we no longer have that smooth, consistent stride that we had with contact. Now take back your contact again, develop the working trot again. And just so you can see how this works, we're going to go all the way up into the collected trot this time. From the working trot, and a horse at this level, an FEI horse, should still have working gaits. Just because your horse collects doesn't mean it shouldn't have a working trot. Can't always go in collection. This is one of the misconceptions of dressage today, is that we expect horses to stay in collection for hours on end. This is what's destroying them. So now she's going to sit to the trot and bring the horse on up into collection. Very nice. Look how this horse begins to spring. Now this is a horse that has no natural ability to spring at all, but look, when we collect her correctly after correct back development, the horse is capable of some suspension. Very nice. Now we're going to go from that back into a correct stretch again, all the way back into the correct stretch. So watch, we go from the collected trot. Now notice that the tension on the reins has not increased at all. She's going to sit to the trot this time, or rise, whichever she likes to do. She can do it in a sitting trot. Go ahead and sit to the trot and let her stretch in the sitting trot once. There you go. Notice how she maintains the contact, that unbroken line to the mouth of the horse. And she gets it to stretch through. She may need to rise a little bit. There we go. Now look how even the horse looks over its back, how round the horse looks from the pole all the way back to the dock of the tail. That's what we're looking for. And the rhythm hasn't changed between the collected trot through the working trot and all the way into the stretch. It's exactly the same. All we lost was some suspension. Now we're going to bring her back up one more time. Back to the working trot. So the key here is, folks, stretching is not done on a loose rein. The horse is just as much in the bridle when it's stretching as it is when it's up in a collected trot. Very nice, like that. And one more time. Now show me an incorrect stretch from the collection. So just drop the reins and see what happens. Now look how the horse just falls apart. See how the back end just stopped moving practically when she just let go? Because the horse falls apart. Very nice. Put her back up into just a working trot this time. Very nice. Now we'll watch a correct stretch one more time. Watch how the horse lengthens. She maintains contact. She's going to go all the way to collection first. Now she's going to go into the rising trot, through the working trot as she lets the suspension kind of dissipate a little bit, as she lets the horse become a little flatter, and then she's going to let the horse stretch all the way down into the contact like that. And notice the unbroken line from the horse's mouth to her hand. That's what we're looking for. It is not a loose rein. So I hope that helps with your question, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.